Hello, and welcome to the second tutorial video for the first person animation tool. In this video we will create a simple jump animation which will be played just before the player jumps. We'll then register it and we'll also play it and play test it. Right. Animations consist of two vector curves which I'll go ahead and create. The first one we'll call jump_pos, which will animate the position of the camera, the relative one. And we will also create a second curve which will animate the rotation of the camera. Alright, let's go ahead and open it up. We will only be animating the Z component, so the height of the camera for now. You can position this the first node anywhere where you want, but by convention just place it at 0, 0. Let's say that after 0.5 seconds the head has moved down by, let's say, 18 Unreal units. That's it. Now let's move this curve by selecting auto. Now if I go ahead and open up this window again, you can see it's a smooth curve. Now let's go ahead and do the rotation. Now you might be wondering what X, Y, and Z stand for. It's quite easy to see actually. Select any actor, then go to the rotation, and this is what it corresponds to. X corresponds to roll, Y to pitch, and Z to yaw. Right, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making the player character look up and down. So we need to modify the screen value. So Y pitch. Let's deselect roll and Z. Add a key around 0, 0. Add 0.5. Let's say the player looks down by 6 degrees. And at 0.9 up, but still looking down just a little bit. Now we'll smooth this curve using an auto. There we go. Opening it up again, we'll see this smooth out curve. Maybe we'll want to do this a little bit. Again, we'll tweak this curve later on. Right, now we can go ahead and register the animation with the system. Let's open the animation container. Right click and type in animation map. We are going to add an entry to this map. The key will be the name of the animation. We will call this jump. Type in make, hit enter. With every animation we have to specify the animation itself and the transition parameters for it. We're not going to be using any transition parameters for this animation yet, so we will just make that an empty mapping. There we go. Let's go ahead and move that. Right, so now let's go ahead and make the animation itself. We'll have to specify its name again, which is jump. We'll have to select what type of actor component will handle this animation. It'll be a camera animation component. And then we'll have to specify the curves. We've got two curves, so add a second pin. Right, now we specify the curve, it's pos. As identifier, put in pos. I'll explain this in a future video. It's got to do with the transitioning. Instead of type, say, camera position. Let's copy and paste that. Change the curve to what? Change the identifier to what? And camera rotation. There we go. That's everything we have to do to set up this animation with the plugin. Let's compile and save. Now let's go into our first person first person blueprint. That's what it's called, right? First person character. Let's navigate to the jump section. Right. So, the first thing that we have to do is we have to create a new component. It's called camera animation. Add that. This component will handle all camera type animations for this particular actor. Let's expand the comment. What we're going to do is we're going to play the animation and then we'll wait for a short delay to get a more realistic effect. There's a function we can call on this. It's called play animation by name. There's several other animations that you can choose, including one in which you specify animation data directly, how fast to play it, whether to play it backwards and forwards, and with what blend behavior. I recommend always using play animation by name, because then the system will automatically check what animation blending behavior to apply. It'll look up in the configuration. Right, we'll put in jump. As for actor, we will use ourselves. Then we'll add a delay node. I think 0.35 should do. And then we'll do the actual jump itself. Compile, save. Let's check what's going to happen. Expect a small delay initially when you load up the project. It has to load up all the animations first. Alright, there we go. Now let me show you the animation itself. Now that's okay, I feel. I think the rotation could be more. Yes. It goes down well, but it doesn't look up and down as much. So let's go and change that. Content, tutorial, and rotation. There we go. We might want to make this 12 degrees and leave it at, yeah, that should do. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Now, notice there's two problems. The first one is this one. Look how small we are. Here, I'll show you again. Look, we're roughly as big as the box right now, but now, let me jump. We're suddenly smaller than the box. This is useless. This doesn't work well. Let's see what happened. What happened was, actually, let me show you like so. First person, camera. Now, pay attention to the 64. It goes down to 46, but it stays there. And we can see why this is. We go down, but we don't go back up again. So what we should do is we should add another key here. Well, not to X. We should add it to Z. Make sure it's at 0. Exactly 0 this time. Exactly the same value we start at. Let's make it auto. A little bit slower than that. There we go. And now, play. There we go. We're the same height. And we can also verify this by... We can also verify this by simply checking over here again. It's exactly 64. Alright, thank you for watching. In the next few videos we'll be creating more animations, and then in the future we'll be setting up animation blending, and automatic transitions. Bye bye.